Okay. Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. So first things first, this is our countdown. Are this far from our flight out to Florida for our program, so that's a plus. But today what I'm going to be doing and sharing with you guys is how to prepare for the college program, how to prep for it, different tips, different ideas, different things that I use myself that will hopefully help you guys. So I have a list beside me, so hopefully I don't ramble on forever. So this is also a list, but it's back to that. So first things first, we are going to start with this list and we're going to jump right into it right now. The first thing that I have on my list here is organization. So being organized is probably the best thing possible that you can do, so you're not scrambling, running around, trying to figure out what you need to do. It's best to be organized, stay on top of all of the dates when housing emails or different payments come in. Make sure you stay on top of those. Make sure you stay organized with what you know you need to do, as in packing, buying things for packing, making sure, what else do you need? Making sure you have everything put together, making sure you're staying on top of your times and your schedule for what you need in order to feel prepared for going down on the program. Lists. I love making lists. So for me, having lists set out of different tasks that I need to get done by different dates and different item lists is my best way that I like to stay organized and be prepared. So this year, something that I've done is I've actually printed it, is making a clothing list. Well, not just clothing. So I have clothing, I have a carry-on portion, I have a room portion, then I have the toiletries portion. And then extra spaces for any last minute things that I didn't add on this list that I think of as I'm packing or working on that I need to do. So this list is kind of my master list of what I'm bringing down, what I need to bring down, and making sure I have it packed or not. So with my list, I have 4 rows. Nope, 4 columns. Rows are this way, we have multiple rows. We have 4 columns going across. So the first one is our items list. So we have our items right here. So that will be any of your clothing, carry-on bags, any extra stuff that you're going to bring, you're putting in that first column. And then I have 3 more columns over on this far side. So the first one is gathered / purchased. So because I was coming from my apartment from school back down to home before I flew out, I had a gathered / purchase. So if I making sure I gathered everything from school and brought it home, making sure I had things gathered here already when I came home during break, so made sure I had that column. So that has all my checks on what I already have gathered or have purchased or what I needed to purchase, and then check it off once I've purchased it. And then the next column here is set aside. So this is all this column will be, I need to check off because a lot of this I have already done. I just haven't checked it off my list. So set aside, this column here is all clothes or items that I've set aside, not gathered itself, so gathered, like I said, just random piles, making sure I know where things are. Set aside is more organized piles, put off, getting ready to essentially just put in my luggages, having that all ready. And then packed is when everything is finalized, making sure I know what I'm bringing, what quantities, and making sure those are all packed and ready to go in my luggages. So the packed column, essentially, these should be checked off when they are in the suitcases, ready to go, do not need to be touched until I get down to Florida. So that's this little list. I also have lists of things that I know I need to do within this week, as in like need to go purchase a few things, need to make sure this organized, need to iron this, fold the, all that kind of stuff. I have those set out as well. So that's my lists. stay organized. That's how I like to prepare, making sure I list all through. Another thing, watch other people's videos. I think that's probably one of the best things. For my first program and this program, I have watched other people's videos for their experiences while they're down there right now, what they feel like they need to pack, what they feel is going on right now with housings, different things like that, because from year to year things will change, so it's best to keep up with updated videos from the program from a few months before your program getting down, just so you know what's happening at this time, how the apartments are they renovated, did they make them new, are they cleaner, like what's happening. It's best to stay on topic and watch other people's videos because it is the best way to get advice straight from people who have done the program so you can experience it yourself and feel like you are prepared. This is another thing I've already talked about, collect items in advance, don't rush. The big thing is don't rush. Don't do all of this 2 days before you head down, 2 days before you fly out. Make sure you're doing this over a long period of time so you feel prepared, so you're not stressed out and overwhelmed with the amount of stuff you have to do. I started packing a week and a half before I flew down. I've already been setting aside things for the past few months of different summer clothes just because the weather has not been nice here in Canada. So setting aside those summer clothes are something that I knew months ago that I needed to do, and I already started doing that. So I didn't feel super rushed, feeling that I needed to find where all my summer clothes, were they packed, were they put away. I already got that all out, so I didn't have to worry about that ahead of time. Nope, I did do that ahead of time. Didn't have to worry about it a few days before I head down. So that's one of my biggest things that I would say is do not rush with packing, with organizing, with gathering things, purchasing things, making sure your housing's in on time, making sure your paperwork's in on time. Don't rush, kind of do it as it comes up. If you think of something, do it if you're not busy. Do things as they come through so you make sure you're not as stressed. Binder. This is, I will put the video in the, I think it's this corner, put the video in the corner and put it down in the description below to my binder video. So for Canadians and international programs specifically, having a binder full of your documents and paperwork is one of the best things to do, so you have everything in one place and have it all properly organized. So this is my binder right here. It is the same binder that I've used last year, same cover, all the organizing, all the sections are still the same. So if you want to take a look at how I did my binder video, in the corner and in the description you will be able to see that, so you can follow along and make sure you have everything properly organized. So didn't want, again, to make this super long. That's kind of a brief, that's very brief of how to prepare. That's how I like to prepare. Obviously everyone does it their own way, but these are just a few things that I like to do for myself because I feel like that's the best method that works for me. So if you guys have any other questions or suggestions on things you would like me to see or talk about, if you want me to see anything, or have any ideas for future videos, please leave them in the comments below. And I hope you guys enjoyed this and have a magical day.